This might decide the season for the Seattle Seahawks. We got to talk about Zach Charbonnet, when or when not to bring him back, and what's going on with the running backs. What's happening, everybody? Christian Pedersen back with another episode of Seahawks Digest, the show that is stoked that we're a couple minutes closer to the football season starting, and here to help you kill less than 10 minutes of that countdown. But I've got to talk to you about, here's the headline that got me thinking. This one talking about why the Seahawks shouldn't rush back Zach Charbonnet. He has been showing signs of life, coming out at mini camp, walking around, doing some high knees. He's ahead of schedule. There has been some opaque comments from coach about, he's like, we're looking forward to having him back. They're trying to play it coy as to if he could be available week one. The immediate reaction from what I saw and what I felt was like, oh, cool. Sharps is back. He's the Terminator. He's Adrian Peterson in his prime. He's coming back aggressively early. But the earliness maybe has some cause for concern. / we've got other running backs who keep getting better and better report cards with everything going on with the team. We're going to talk about all of that. I want to hear from you guys on all of that. Before we get to that, though, got to say a quick thank you to the sponsor from today's video, Prize Picks. They are America's #1 sports pick app and the best way to get in on the action. And right now, if you are a new user and you want to get in on that action, all you got to do is hit the link that we got for you to sign up and then use the code DIGEST, and they'll hook you up with $50 instantly when you play your first $5 in your lineup. Thank you, Prize Picks, for your sponsorship of today's video. Okay, the running back situation. Sharps is out with the ACL. Kenneth Walker III gone on free agency. Initially, that might make you feel like doom and gloom. And I know that I'm doing some repeats here on some of the other videos I've talked about, but the more body of evidence that we have from mini camps and OTAs seems to be that it's not doom and gloom, because George Holani, Jadarian Price both appear to be, at least to some degree, NFL ready. That being said, the news that Sharps could come back, he was doing light athletic workouts with high knees. That's a funny way of just putting you could just say high knees. 5 months after his ACL, ACL could be somewhere between 9 and 12 months. So not saying that at 5 months he's ready to be back out there, but he's on track to potentially be like, is he or isn't he available? This one, though, is the first article to come out saying that it might be a mistake by the Seahawks to bring him back early to face the Patriots. I think Coach Sharps, the organization, everyone's going to give you positive. Like they might list him as even questionable up until week one. We might not get a definitive answer, but I'm after overcoming my initial enthusiasm of like, oh, dope, he's looking good, man, he's back. I kind of am on the let's not rush him back. I think that for me, yes, like they talk about here, there's a pretty decent running back room to follow him up with. Obviously, first-round draft pick Jadarian Price. He is getting massive compliments. Sean Alexander saying that he's going to be the only rookie running back this year to go for 1,000 yards. There's other great running backs in that room that are available right now. And so, okay, there's depth. I also, though, to me, I'm thinking more about how the football season is long. And it's longer than it's ever been now that they've added that extra game in. And rushing Sharps back, even with the difficulty of the schedule being the way it is, with front-loaded tough teams, middle, a little dip there, and then the back-loaded tough teams, it's that back stretch that I'm like, I'm not going to say I don't care if Sharps even plays the first 8 games, but if sitting him out 2 games, 4 games, 6 games, whatever it is that's the appropriate length to really be like, okay, his knee is good. Like, he's not going to have to go 80%. He's not going to have to go 90%. He's not going to have to be like, he can do everything except for this one play. To reach the point where his knee is good, and then have him explosive in the back half of the season, ready to roll with a now figured out whatever the dynamic is going to be with the three remaining running backs, I would assume there's going to be some growing pains. There's probably going to be a game or two where we'll be a little frustrated about it, of like, so-and-so did X, Y, or Z, that you're like, Sharbs wouldn't do that. We need our boy back. But like they say here, long-term career. That's what we got to balance here. And that can be tough. A lot of football is week-to-week, prisoner of the moment stuff. But slating out, if we're at 5 months right now, if you add 4 more months to that, a normal recovery time would put him a couple of weeks into the season. So I don't see why it's necessary to rush him back. Like, what, do you just want a statement win that badly, weeks 1 and 2? That we need to just be rolling the dice? Because there is a chance that he could come back early, play well, be healthy, and like everything goes right. But that feels like such a slim chance compared to the rest of that being him being hurt and out more for the rest of the season, having maybe his entire career sidetracked, derailed, stuff like that. So that's kind of where my brain is at. Is at, initial excitement and enthusiasm, but now I'm sort of backtracking to say, Sharbs, love the, I don't want to call it a PR stunt, but I love the enthusiasm, the good vibes and hype that you're generating by wanting to be like out with the team out there. But what was it? Chill Daddy is the meme that I see going around. Just take your time, get healthy. That's what I think. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Before we get out of here, got to say thank you again to our sponsor, Prize Picks, for sponsoring today's video. It's America's #1 sports pick app. And right now, if you want to get in on the action, for new users, if you use the code DIGEST, DIGEST, when you're signing up, Prize Picks is going to give you $50 when you play your first $5 in your lineup. They got a lot of great other promotions going on. Wall-to-wall World Cup action. You can't go wrong with that, with a little baseball, plenty of time and stuff, plenty of stuff to fill your time between now and the return of football. Every Tuesday, they've got Taco Tuesdays, where all Tuesday long, their board is serving up discounted projections, and then close out your weeks with Flex Fridays. Use your Flex Fridays to get up to a 40% boost on your payouts. Prize Picks, they're hooking it up. #1 sports pick app in America for a reason, and the sponsor of today's video. So thank you again, Prize Picks. New users, $50 when you play your first 5 by using the code DIGEST. All right, that's what I got for you today. We're 8 minutes closer to the return of football. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Talk to you soon.